Hello and welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to do a reading for the Sagittarius personality for the month of June. So looking at major themes coming up for you, big breakthroughs, things to look forward to, and how to navigate the energy of June. Okay, so for this reading, I'm going to use the Aleister Crowley Thoth Tarot Deck, and I'm also going to use the Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray for this reading. And if you like either of these decks, the links for those will be in the description. Okay, so getting straight into it. And also if you want additional, sorry, that's fine. I thought they were flipped around. They're not. If you want to look at your sun, moon and rising, all other 12 signs will be up as well. So having a look at the major themes. Sagittarius, please. I did see one that was flipped around. I knew I wasn't losing it. Okay. Major themes for Sagittarius in the month of June. Give it a really good old shuffle. Thank you. Interesting. All right. One more card, please. Oh, nice. Okay, so we've got 3 cards here. I'll show you them first and I'll talk through what I'm seeing. But as always, take what you're getting from them as well. Okay, so having a look at that. We've also got the Hanged Man here. So again, having a look, seeing what you're getting from it. And then we've got 2 of Cups, love. Okay, so not a lot of action. With the Hermit and the Hanged Man together. So the Hermit speaks of going inward, reflecting to gather wisdom. So this is actually Virgo's card. If you see there, that's the Virgo glyph there. And it's about kind of going more inward, introspective. If you look at the card as well, he's sort of like crouched down with his illuminated torch. What do you call it? Is it a torch? No, lantern. Thank you. And it's like this time, a need to go inward, a need to step away from the outside world and to kind of just like reevaluate and reflect. And this is very much kind of reinforced by the Hangman, which speaks of pausing, stillness, surrender, not really taking action yet. So it's like a very reflective month that we've got ahead, which is really interesting because it's just very like a real need to like maybe take yourself away if you can and just really dive deep this month. Go really deep inward and listen to like what are the next steps instead of like just taking action and just sort of going ahead with things. It's like a time to reevaluate, a time to take stock, and maybe going somewhere like and spending time in nature potentially to sort of really take the time to listen to what the next steps are and what the universe is kind of and life itself is asking of you for the next step. So I feel like it's worth saying as well, for some of you, you might feel like you want to push on and it's really saying no, like that's not the call. When the Hangman is here, sometimes what it can mean is like being in a bit of a void type space. And that can be quite uncomfortable where you're sort of like, what's happening? Like it feels like things are suspended in the air and it's like they are, but that's good because it's like we're not always, if we don't ever take the time to reevaluate and take stock, we might be taking action on the wrong things that aren't actually in alignment. And it's so that's really the big theme this month is to take stock, realign, and gather intel and wisdom that you have collected over the last few months. It feels like what have you learned? What has been important for you, like to integrate into this new way of being? And then here we've also got Two of Cups, love. So yeah, it feels like self-love, but it can also be love with another person because it's a two here, filling up your own cup, filling up like your own sense of fulfillment as well. Like, so yeah, there's definitely a theme of like needing to take care of yourself because we've got Venus in Cancer, and Cancer is about the mother, like that's the mother archetype, so mothering ourselves, and Venus is also softness, harmony, love, pleasure. So just gentle, nourishing energy is what I'm really getting with this. For some of you, it could be an emergence of new love, but I often don't read that card that way. I get it more as a sort of like nurturing energy. Okay, so now we're going to look at big breakthroughs for Sagittarius in the month of June. Big breakthroughs, please, for Sag. Oh, there, I've got two. Oh, okay. Well, I'll take both of those. So, death. Now, that was a weird twist. Okay, so what I'm really getting from this, I said death speaks of transformation, of going into the shadows and coming out, reborn, rebirthed, but the death like has to happen first for the rebirth to happen. So with this being breakthrough, it feels like maybe like there's a transformation. Yeah, it does feel transformative. Like when we take the time to go inward and reflect and reevaluate, it gives us time to like remove that which isn't working. It's like looking at our lives and going like, what is working for me, what isn't working for me, and that creates huge transformation because then our behaviors and our actions start to change as a consequence of this time going inward, and that creates transformation, which is a breakthrough because like we want to become the newer and truer versions of ourselves. And also we've got here Queen of Discs, which to me speaks of a few things. So first thing that comes to mind is that she is also a bit of a mother archetype, actually, like tending to her home, tending to herself. It's very like, again, quite sort of earthly mother. The Hermit is Virgo, it's quite earthy. This need to be practical in our approach, and also with it being a breakthrough, this card often speaks of like someone who is really taking care of their own financial security and stability and the home. So yeah, there's something about like it might be easier this month to get the structures necessary in place for this transformation to take place because these came out together. This is providing the structure for the death and transformation to happen. Interesting. Okay. Something to look forward to for Sagittarius in the month of June, please. Oh, nice. Okay. Again, mother energy, the Empress. The Empress is also a mother archetype. There's really an emphasis here on mothering yourself, nurturing yourself, nourishing yourself, taking care of yourself. In a very like, yeah, like it really feels like you need to really step back and replenish and refill your cup again. And to be, it could also be a mothering energy coming in, like there might be a figure that comes in that helps take care of you. With this love card as well, this could be somebody else coming in to like sort of take care of you potentially, but I do feel like it is coming from you. It's Venus again, like the Venus card here. We've got the Venus glyph. Venus is here too. So Venus knows love, beauty, pleasure, like getting back in touch with what brings us delight and pleasure and joy and softness and harmony and re-harmonizing, rebalancing. This card often speaks of balance as well, a need for balance. Okay, so guidance to navigate the month of June for Sag, please. Let's navigate June. Okay. Interesting. We've got here quite a different energy. 5 of Wands, strife. We've also got at the bottom of the deck, the Tower, kind of feeling a bit similar here. So a need to let go, because we've got the Death card here. There is something here about releasing what is no longer serving. Also, with this card, it often speaks of internal conflict or conflict with others. Although I am feeling more an internal conflict of like, should I do this? Should I do that? It's this sort of like cognitive dissonance. And the Tower is here because it's sort of saying like there's a need to let go. The Tower and Death in particular, when they come together, is really like, it's time to go deep. It's time to let go. It's time to reevaluate. It's time to really shift and change things up, honestly. And I feel like it could be very much the case that at the end of June, your life will look quite different, because you're going to go through this kind of, it might even be for some of you, not all of you, but some of you might go through a bit of a dark night of the soul and just be like, this isn't working for me anymore. I don't want this. This isn't the path I'm meant to be on. And I need to take some time to reflect on that and to release some of this kind of like conflict, inner turmoil is actually what I'm getting as well. But taking really good care of yourself through this process, because it might be a little bit challenging. It doesn't feel super easy when you've got the Death and Tower here. Like, it depends on how you take it, but just know, I think this is the important thing to say here, just know that when the Death and the Tower card come here, they're not here to hurt you. They're here because they're trying to get you on your highest timeline. They're trying to get you to step up into the version of yourself that is newer and truer and better and more aligned. So not so much taking action, more a time for reflection. Okay, so getting some additional guidance for Sagittarius for the month of June, please. That one flew out, thank you. Yes, 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 yes. I've even got yes at the bottom of the deck there. I'm going to take that. Just as I was saying yes. Love it when stuff like that happens. One more card, please. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, healing energy. When I was like, yes, it's a time to heal. Yes. Oh, yeah. And then we've got inner child healing. Healing. Yes. Going inward, surrendering, death, you know, like it's really, really speaking here of like, sorry, my face is itchy. Hair's tickling me. Of a time to heal. It's not a time to take action. It's not a time to push forward. It's a time, like maybe for some of you, you've been through, a bit of dark night of the soul, is what I'm getting. And maybe like it's about really just this healing with the Empress here as well. And this love card, it's all about mothering, nurturing energy, taking really good care of yourself, getting back in touch with your childlike self as well, like doing things that you did when you were little, like at a younger age, to get you more kind of like not so serious and like just more in a kind of like playful state to help you to heal. Like, yeah, there's a really big emphasis on deep, deep healing this month. But you'll come out the other side of it, I think, really victorious and really like powerful and new. And like it's, you might not even recognize yourself. Like it feels like a really transformative healing month, but transformation can be tricky. You know, it's not always healing and easy at the same time. It's not always easy, and like it requires a lot of like taking care of ourselves through that process because it can be really challenging and confronting. um yeah, that's really interesting, like so much around healing this month, and maybe looking at healing modalities as well, things that things have been sort of like calling you, like you're like, I'm quite interested in Reiki, or I don't know, like that kind of thing, like leaning into those things that how could other people support you on your healing as well, you know, like actually reaching out to practitioners that are in healing modalities to help you shed and release and clear and all of that might be really, really helpful this month for you. Okay, so I think that's everything for the reading. Thank you so much for watching that. As always, if you like this content, liking it lets me know you're enjoying it. Commenting on it also lets me know, like, and just letting me know. I really like hearing from you and how it's going for you, what insights you're getting. And if you're not sure what to put, just leave your favorite emoji in the comments. And if you want more of this content going forward, pressing subscribe is the best way to do that. So thank you so much for being here. And if this is resonating for you, I would love for you to continue watching my content. So thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.